Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Karaoke Andy here, and it's Wednesday. So, this is me trading with you today. My absolute pleasure and honor here in Tom Hougaard's live trading room. Let's get right into it, shall we? So, but first, the disclaimer: this is no financial advice, only for educational purposes. This stream and its recording are for educational purposes only. This stream is governed by the stipulations set out on Tom's website, tradertom.com/disclaimer. Yeah? All right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Look at this, beautiful, mapped out. But I want to trade with you the espresso, and I am using an 18 points offset. Let's quickly create one. 6, 17, 18. Clone that. Top, bottom. We trade that on a 5-minute chart. There we go. 2 more minutes to go. So, today is CPI release. I want to take a look with you on, a look at what the DAX did on CPI dates. How did the DAX behave? What did the school run do? Right? CPI is consumer price index, so the US inflation numbers, and usually when that is released, you will see a big move in the market. Like the second the news is out, boom, either up or down. And what can happen is that before the release, even though it's a US news event, the European markets might be in waiting mode, there might be chop, but we will look at that. So yesterday was a crazy trading day, and today is basically the aftermath of that. DAX closed at 24,433. We are right now a slight gap up. Ooh, I wanted to measure. Maybe let's get the orders in, huh? I want to stubbornly measure. Yeah, 0.17%. So I will put in a long order up here. 40 points stop loss, 20 take profit. Do the same down here. If you get that close, probably we will even see a gap close. So 29 more seconds. I will, where is that? Congratulations. Oh. I can't post a screenshot, sorry. There we go. I will try.
Order filled.
We're long already. Long DAX. On an espresso. Going to delete the short order. Come on, Daxi. Taking profit here. Close DAX. Plus 11 or something. So, okay. Now, let's look at the overall. So, there you go. That probably would be target even. Or not quite yet. Anyway. So, let's look at this. First of all, the market structure. This is a 15-minute chart. I marked here the start of the cash session and down here the end of the cash session. So this is 9 a.m. Frankfurt till 5:30 p.m. Frankfurt time, yeah? So this is the cash session here. So in there, we have a low that came in at 24,412. We have a close near the low at 433, just some 20 points apart, right? So we have a previous day high coming in at roughly 24,822. Up here I made a big red line, a big resistance line. And yeah, and then after the cash session closed, let's call everything till the new cash session, which starts here. Right here. Let's call everything in between overnight. That thing has a low 24,234 and a high 24,556, right? So, and in the upper half of that we have the overnight range that Tom looks at in conjunction with the school run and the anti, right? And yesterday's close. So, just to help us. The reason why I took quick profit in the espresso is usually when I do that, it's simply because I'm flimsy with that, because open volatility can quickly change direction. But today I'm especially wary of, a choppy day, right? After this move yesterday and today being the aftermath of that, and also the market might be in a sort of waiting mode for the US inflation numbers. So let's take a look. Looks like we got a first bar negative in the FTSE. FTSE probably has filled the gap here. So I will buy the FTSE here. Buy the FTSE. Oh. Okay. 10,226. Stop. 10,201. know what, I will move stop loss here, risk 3 points, and leave it there. So either it goes or not. And I would take profit up here. That would be crazy, right? So moving stop loss in FTSE to 10, 2 to 3. So let's focus on the DAX for a while, because I believe we should take a look at what the DAX does on CPI days. So I have this nice tool here. See that? CPI, gap up, small gap up, inside the range. Yes, you can say that. Gap size, not really 0.25, right? But that's the smallest filter we got, and it's a Wednesday. Let's assume that doesn't matter so much. Let's take a look here. Presentation mode. So you see that this, for example, this is a proper CPI release. You see how much when the numbers are released. And this, by the way, this is UK time. I'm here in Prague. That's equivalent to Frankfurt and Berlin, same time zone, but UK is an hour earlier. So in my time zone and on my charts, the release would be at 14:30. Here it's at 13:30. Yeah. So also the open is not at 9, but on this chart here is at 8. If that makes sense. So this is UK time, 1 hour behind. So and what is marked here is the school run. That's the breakout over the second 15-minute bar, right? Here you see the second 15-minute bar was an anti, and it was an inside bar, and it would make sense to treat it as an anti. So instead of selling short here to buy, that would have worked out somewhat, but obviously market more or less range bound before it moved actually during and after the news release. So let's go from the top. So here this was school run short. It would get a little bit of heat, almost got stopped out. If you hadn't moved stop loss and stayed in, maybe you would have re-entered. I don't want to curve fit that. It's not beautiful what happened here, but it eventually fell. Also makes sense to maybe get out before the news release, because that can go to either direction. So here you see, don't even trust this. This is a proper release day, but you see a lot of chop here. Let's take rather one where we have, something like this. Here you see also school run long, but traded back into the range. School run short, traded back into the range. This is horrible. And then later it moves. Same actually here, but here we got a, see, an anti situation inside bar. We take an anti here, and we could at least get up to the high of the first 15-minute bar. Yeah, this would be a school run long, but guess what? Nah. If you would take a full hit, you could take the flip here, and eventually, if you held long enough, including through the release, you would get out on a one-on-one. But who does that? After that, the market went up again, so it's really terrible. Almost an inside bar, but here only school run long would get triggered. We have some offset. If you trade it as an anti, it's really terrible. So inside bar anti, school run short, close of the signal bar is not below the first 15-minute bar. Terrible range bound behavior. And this doesn't even look like a CPI. They might be. It's the wrong time. Same here. Same here. Yeah, same here. So let's not expect too much. This will be likely choppy. And you see also the first 15-minute bar so far rather indecisive. Rather long candle range. 1 minute to go. Very small body. So we are basically, if we were closing right now, we would close basically where the candle opened. So the market didn't really change within 15 minutes. Just in between, traded higher and lower. Let's take a look at the FTSE. Oh, taking profit in the FTSE. FTSE close, plus 20. Thank you very much. So, range bound behavior. There you go. So, we'll adjust stick size. So first 15-minute bar is positive. Let's see if we have something in the database. How does it look? Like an indecisive bar, huh? They all don't look so indecisive. They all look rather decisive. Maybe this one. Guess we have to wait for the second one. Where's this one? Okay, so couple questions while we were waiting for the school run. Felix is thankful. He says, thank you for the value you guys bring with these analysis. That also for free man, what a blessing. Oh, you're very welcome. Sharing is caring. Or Anna is asking, what's the espresso? Yeah, well. If the espresso, what's the espresso? All right. The espresso is a breakout technique developed by Tom Hougaard. Not espresso, has nothing to do with the coffee. It's more like express train, so espresso. It's developed by Tom as a way to jump on a big move early, because by the time the school run comes up, which is another technique from Tom, right? His signature technique, the market might have moved already. So that's a way to jump on the market earlier, to jump on a move earlier, but you have to have an idea that a move might happen. I personally use it to scalp early momentum, and I did a little bit of research around it, played around with the intervals. Kindly go find on Tom's YouTube channel my first ever appearance. Just scroll a couple weeks down or whatever, and my first ever appearance, I was showing that. Tom is yet to release an official documentation, so you're stuck with my take on it. But yeah, what I did there, I was basically trading a breakout over the 5-minute bar that concludes when the DAX opens, and I used an 18-point offset, long above, short below, fixed take profit and stop loss values 40-20. So that's what I did there. Okay, so second bar is negative so far. Right, and I hope that helps. Is this presentation available for the public? Asking just so I won't ask you more basic questions. Well, this is not, no, look, this presentation here, this is just for me basically to talk over while I'm screaming, to not forget something. But obviously you can pause that recording at any time, and also the recording of this video, you can pause at that slide, at that slide, you know, and at that slide, and at that slide, and that's basically all this. Right? Okay. Hope that helps. You're very welcome. Bart, adding an oil to the fire. Where is the chat? I'm joking. Greetings from Poland. Yeah, well, for the newcomers, there is that running gag. People asking me all the time where the bloody chat is. So I'm even writing it here, you know, what I posted here. Good morning, I'll start streaming at 8:55 Central European Summertime, blah, blah, blah. So look here, comments are disabled, both on YouTube and in this Telegram group, in line with Tom's policy. If I respond to questions during the stream, those usually reach me via private Telegram message. So let me do webcam only. There is no chat. There is no chat. Write me a direct message on Telegram. All right. Well, DAX coming down now. 8 more minutes to go. DAX closed the gap. So AM asked, who is Tom? Tom is the guy who owns this channel, right? That's the big guy. That's the trader, high stakes day trader, who you could see live on television, who wrote a best-selling book, you know, who's trading live here for years and in crazy size, and yeah, right? So that's Tom. I'm just a mere guest here. Benny says, you look proper today, Andy. Love it. Looking good. Oh, just because I'm wearing a shirt. Yeah, I'm wearing a shirt because, Benny, yesterday evening I went to the cigar lounge. Yeah, I smoke cigars, believe it or not. So, and just for the course of 2 hours, you know, I thought, yeah, washing that shirt and ironing it, just after I was wearing it for 2 hours, I think it has 2 more hours in it. Do you feel me? You know, it has 2 more hours in it. So I'm wearing that shirt again now to look proper for you. So, and after the live stream, yeah, it will be washed and ironed. Classy Andy today, thank you. So Russ says, love your work. Have you looked at Espresso on the FTSE? Been more profitable this last period? I haven't, but I can tell you that Tom originally developed the Espresso for the FTSE. So if that's interesting to you, maybe you might want to check that out for yourself. Do some research. Andre says, water-wise. I don't know what that means. Here is Philippe. Hello, Andy. Sorry to bother you, but what is trading? Are you testing my patience? Are you trying to... is there a competition out there to how basic these questions can be? Yeah. Well, what is trading? It's either, brother, it's either pressing the red or the blue button here and hoping for the best. Yes, they're testing me. That's all right. So, Russ, thank you. Okay. Philip is amused. Good. Andre says water-wise, not wasting water for washing. Yeah, we Germans, we are ecologically conscious, right? Yeah, that means we don't want to run around like not presentable or stinky or something. No. We're generally well groomed and well dressed. Yeah. But we're also conscious of the environment. So I believe a shirt should have it in it to be worn, let's say the equivalent of a working day, if that makes sense. Oh, the DAX is really coming down now, huh? So Michael says, hello Andy, almost new in Tom Universe and your work. Thanks a lot for your daily education. Well, you get me once per week and Tom every other day. Now you get Tom every working day except Wednesdays. There you get me. So you're welcome. Okay, so wow, there is so much. Romeo, my friend, morning coffee plus market open plus karaoke Andy. Is there a better morning? What can I say? That's well, I'm also my own company here. I also had my morning coffee and we watched the market open together. So I guess I can agree. But you guys are also great company. Why is that bloody? I don't know. I swear to God, I always unmute myself on Telegram. Yeah. And then at what point later, people are writing me, "You're muted on Telegram." I swear to God, I switched it. I checked it even. There's something fishy there. So 3 more minutes, and then we have to think of what to do with this school run. So good. So let's assume second 15-minute bar is negative. There we only have 2 occasions. First positive, second is negative. Yeah, but ours closed clearly below. Maybe if we have anything. Yeah. So we might take the school run short, but we might see a lot of heat. And maybe not worth it. So anyway, I will for the sole reason that it is what it is here. Yeah. So the previous day's low is close to the closing price. I believe if we trade below that and accept below that, we might see lower prices. But given also the fact that the DAX behaves like it did in the past on CPI days, I will cut that stake size here in half and take only a 50% position. Yeah, so I will not trade the aggressive school run. We will wait for the school run. So second 15-minute bar concludes. Now would be a strong close would be below yesterday's cash close, near the low of that bar here. That would be strong. Yeah. Oops, what was okay. I moved around the bloody line. You know what, maybe I just delete this. So I will put in an order to trade the school run short at 50%. If bulls make it all the way up here, I might be tempted to also trade the school run long. So regular school run. Let's wait, but in half size. Once we get filled, I will post the entry on Telegram. And while we are waiting for it, look at that. We're trading inside completely the previous candle. Made it maybe 2 or slightly above its midpoint. It's not fun today. This will not be an easy session. So that's why I played safe. Try to be as best prepared as I can. So more questions. Let's go from take one from the. My God, there's so many on top. I take some old ones now from the bottom. Good morning. You're mute on Telegram. Yeah, I'm sure I'm unmuted myself. I'm sure I did that. I made sure twice, and still I was. Yeah, you're right. I was. So good to see new outfit. Welcome. You look smart. Thank you, Flo. Just because I have a bloody shirt on? Come on, guys. So, Mike. Hello, Andy. Is it possible you are mute on... Oh, my God. I just checked on YouTube. Really looks like it. I know you're focused on trading, but maybe there will be a brief moment to fix it. I should be... Look, I should be live on Telegram now. Riziras. Good morning, Andy. Looking sharp today. I wanted to ask if the school run setup has a timeout period. Does the third 15-minute candle need to be above, below, the high, below? No. It doesn't have a timeout period. And you can also take it later in the day. Right? So, let's say this third bar would be an inside bar, the third 15-minute bar. And we would only get filled on the 4th or 5th or whatever. Doesn't matter. It's still valid. No. However, feel free to look at old DAX charts and see if you can find a pattern. I encourage you to do your own research. And this curiosity might also help you. You might find something that gives you an edge. For example, you could ask yourself, what if the third 15-minute bar is an inside bar, so we don't get filled on the school run? How are the odds then when the school run gets filled, long or short? Yeah. Could we maybe get away with changing the entry then to above, below the inside bar or something like that? That curiosity will lead you to great insights. Moment Cardi. I hope I read your name. Probably I didn't correctly. Sorry about that. What's a school run? I'm Arab. I'm thinking about kids running. The school run is when the mums and dads bring kids to school. Yeah. So the market makers at the Deutsche Börse in Frankfurt, before they place their orders, they bring their kids to school, right? Then arrive at Deutsche Börse, at the stock exchange, and then around 9:30 they place their orders, and then the market will start moving. So that's the underlying assumption of the school run. No audio or video for stream. Yeah, that's the... Okay. Yeah, muted. Yes. Nikolai, hi Andy, thank you for your streaming work and all. Love to see a German brother being successful. Thank you, brother. You're very welcome. Quick question, is this research tool available? Unfortunately not. That's Tom. Oh, we're about to get filled. So careful, position in 50%, yeah? Looks like we're going to get filled. Stand by. Stand by. Nah, not yet. That was close. By the way, the textbook definition of an inside bar is the second bar is not at one end is not completely inside, but at the low of the previous bar, then that's still an inside bar. So like here, right? There's maybe a pip inside, but you know, real market condition is rarely textbook. So even if it was a pip longer, would still consider that an inside bar. Okay. All right, now come on, Duxie. Come on, bear, sell more. Yesterday was such a red day. Sell some more. They will not. They will most likely not. But if they do, we have an order waiting. Boy, that's so much tension, right? This is slow. Maybe now. You know how often you could have scalped, like, I don't know, 10 points by just always when you had the urge to sell short down here, you know, when the candle is teasing, just buy again, you know, it always goes up 10 points. I'm not advocating for something like that, but you know, that would have worked, like, I don't know, 5 times, and then it works again. Oh man. Oh man. I mean, the research tool, again, this is something proprietary from Tom, and that's not available. But you can get a subscription on Telegram, or Tom also uses eSignal, I believe. There you can look at historical charts, and then, I mean, ask a large language model what were the past, I don't know, 10 or 20 CPI release dates. So type those in your charting package or research tool, and then you should get the same charts, right? Maybe a couple minutes of more work. So there it's teasing again. Shall we buy? No, I will not do that. And, it's not good. That's not good trading behavior. Just click buy at Skype. Could have made 100 points by now from that fucking candle there. Sorry guys, I'm cracking up. It's such a bullshit market. It's such a bullshit market today. Oh man. I mean, bulls making an attempt, but bears seem to be in charge. But here, look, yesterday's session low, which was basically where we have our school run order set sitting, seems to give strong support. Yeah, so the low of this bar here, the 15-minute bar from 7:15 to 30. So the low of that bar, yeah, so comes in point or so below, 3 points below our school run entry. So if we get filled, we are basically selling into support. Hopefully the bears by then have eaten through whatever order blocks are sitting there, or whatever they like for breakfast. Who did that? Who scalped here? We're not doing that here. I mean, if I was alone and you would not be watching me and judging me, hey Andy, you're not displaying proper trading behavior. Yeah, I would probably be like, bye. Are you kidding me? Oh God. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if this will be a bull close, I will delete the school run orders. I'm not doing that. I'm not trading that shop. Nope. Deleting those orders. So. Questions time. No more trading. I refuse to trade this nonsense. Sorry, guys. So, that's a little bit the thing, right? When I trade here live with you, the setups from Tom, the mechanical setups like the espresso, the first bar positive, first bar negative, and the school run, the aggressive school run, they fall into that window, so we can make sure there are trades. Now, there is that one school of thought that says if your setup occurs, you take it without fear or hesitation, right? Mark Douglas would say that. Yeah. But we are also doing here what Tom called situational analysis. So we have looked at old charts. So we have a market that came down a lot yesterday, right? And now we're in the aftermath, basically. So basically the hangover after a big party yesterday for the bears. We have later in the day we have a major US release. So, and while it's not off the table that the school run short would have worked, when we looked at old charts, there was a lot of chop. There was a lot of overlap, a lot of basically reversals on a school run, and I'm just thinking if the odds are stacked against a clean breakout trade, I mean, look at that chart also. You have so much overlap here. There's a doji. Large upper lower shadow, first bar, second bar, okay, trades below, closes below. But at the close of yesterday, we're getting support from yesterday's close and previous day low. Third bar, inside bar, trading at the low low of the previous bar body. But bulls didn't manage to push it much higher. Now the force looks like, I mean, still has 11 minutes to go, but so far an inside bar that is chop. So then I believe it's also justified if you just stay out of this, right? Flat is also a position, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to take trades if the environment is not right, or if you have good reasons to believe that the environment is not right. We made a couple points in the DAX and in the FTSE. Let's keep our money and rather trade the release directly. I will not do that for you. I'm scheduled for the regular US session. But you can check on Tom's resource channel a method that's called the rule of 4, that if you want to trade the news release. If you never traded a news release, maybe it would be wise to hold off with that, or trade only on a demo account. Hamid, are you giving me levels? Yeah. Also, FTSE is looking good. SRS. We don't trade this school run on the FTSE. We just don't. And you see, it's not looking good at all. So Mo asks, hi Andy, are those 1980s games machines in your office or what? Those are two retro arcade cabinets. One is Street Fighter 2 and the other is Mortal Kombat. But they are equipped with recent technology. And that one over there, ladies and gentlemen, I built myself from plywood and put in there an old computer monitor and a Raspberry Pi. Mohammed asks, hey Andy, what's the fishing technique? Hey Mohammed, why don't you go to Tom's resource channel and check the documentation on the fishing technique? And if you then have specific questions, I'm very happy to answer them. Guys, I don't want to be your search engine, right? I don't want to be the guy who asks questions, who answers questions that you could maybe answer yourself with a small, in a small amount of time, just doing a little web research, looking a little bit over the material. However, if you are new to the channel, fair enough. If you don't know what's Tom resource channel, go to Tom's website, tradertom.com. Click here on live trading. So, I mean, you're here in Telegram, so somehow you must have been aware of this link here, right? But here, this is the resource channel, right? Okay. So if you click on that, you arrive here. So, and yeah, see that? Trader Tom resource channel. And if you put in here fishing technique, fishing. Oh, okay. Well, interesting. So, when did Tom explain the fishing technique? Maybe on one of his many seminars. That's Frankfurt. Step up. Okay, it's not so easy then. Here, by the way, is the rule of 4 if you want to trade the news release. Here is the IX show presentation private. That was probably the FTSE first bar positive, first bar negative stuff. Testosterone workout. There's the advanced school run. Okay. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's in here. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Let's put that there. There. Yeah, here. So in the IX show presentation, here is a explanation of the fishing technique. Okay, yeah. So I give you that, Mohammed. That wasn't easy to find. So, but it is there. All right. Come on, Andy, put a tie on. No, I will not. My corporate days are over. You will very rarely see me wear a tie. So, Nick, does the FTSE look like it's heading into a path C of an Elliott wave? Well, Nick, you tell me. I don't trade Elliott waves, right? If you trade Elliott waves, then you probably know that for yourself. I can't speak to that. I'm not, what can I say? I'm proficient in price action, as Al Brooks teaches it. I know my way around Tom's material. I believe I can say that with some confidence, but I've never looked at Elliott waves, right? So, and you also don't see me, do you see me using any indicators or something like that? I believe I don't, right? So, sorry, no, I can't tell you. It's certainly a valid methodology, but I don't use it, right? So we don't need to use everything to make money in the market. I think it's more important is here, right? So, Danik, hi Andy, cheers from Czechia. What is the tool you look at for situation analysis charts? Thank you, Dan. Okay, I think I explained that, right? I believe there shouldn't be any audio issues anymore. Joel, I assume with the amount of money we are trading, we make very little ripple and are relatively invisible to big players. So, Joel, we don't matter. Yeah, we as in we retail traders. I think retail traders, the volume that they are accounting for is maybe something around 7%. Yeah, so that means 93% is institutions battling it out, right? And if you trade CFDs. That's that's a synthetic instrument on top of the underlying asset. So we're invisible anyways. Yeah. If you trade futures, yeah, then your micros or whatever you're trading or minis, completely irrelevant, brother. Completely irrelevant. So. Eric, hello Andy, big CPI report coming this afternoon, so market has a tendency to be ranging until then. Yeah, I believe that is a fair assessment, and that's also why I'm holding off on the school run. Yeah. Look, yesterday there was a big move. Today the market is basically hung over. And also the market might be indecisive. They wait here now in Europe for an impulse from the US markets. And what moves the US market? A CPI release does move the US market. I've shown you charts, right? So, so yes, it's a fair assumption to assume the market is in waiting mode. And I mean, look at this nonsense. Yeah. Printing two inside bars on the 15-minute chart, and now the fifth 15-minute bar is again inside the range of the previous two. Bloody hell. Ali asks, Andy, shall we not just follow the plan for school run, anti or traditional? Ali, I believe I said those exact words. I said that there are two schools of thought, right? There is Mark Douglas, who would say we have to take, when the setup comes, we have to take the trade without fear or hesitation. But the other school of thought is that we are here trading situational analysis as well, right? As described by Tom. So we were looking at old charts of the DAX in a similar situation ahead of a CPI release. We have seen a lot of chop, and I decided consciously to hold off, because the success rate of a clean breakout trade, I would say, are rather low. Now we're printing inside bars. Yeah. And no, we wouldn't even have been filled yet, because the school run requires a little offset of maybe 2 or 3 points. So there is no fill yet. Yeah. So it's 10:02. It's 32 minutes after the school run. There is no fill yet. Maybe now. Now you would be filled short on a traditional school run right now. Yeah. So could be. And if you said you took the anti, you would buy now. Now, not earlier, right? You have to use an offset. So, okay, you're very welcome. Okay, so Andre, hey Andy, best wishes to the German Oak. Are you trading CPI live? No, I'm scheduled for the US session. Maybe I should at one point maybe ask Tom if that is something that you would want to see. I could also do that, but you know, I also kind of arrange my day around those two trading sessions. Have some commitments outside of that, so maybe if that's of general interest. CPI is usually on Wednesdays, or very often on a Wednesday, so can maybe do that the next time. Andre, hi Andy, could you show us on the chart what trades you took in the US session yesterday? It was interesting, then I think many could learn from it. Yeah, but you say, Andre, that my trades are my trades, right? So I will be very transparent as to what I do when I trade with you live. But other than that, look, I'm trading my own account here. This is not a track record account that Tom is using here, right? For you to follow or not follow. Leave that up to you. But yeah, I'm not sure, because I'm here. I think you should take what I show you here. You should take the educational value of it. And not think too much about what I traded, because how I trade when I'm not with you might be different, might be far too aggressive, and I think I'm not entirely comfortable with that. I might. If I think there is a lesson in what I did, and yesterday I stubbornly was long, you know, and I had a good sense of at one point admit that I was on the wrong side of the market, and took trades on the short side, and I made back some of that money, but not all of it. Yesterday was a losing day for me. The lesson there would be not so much what were my entries. My entries were sell for any reason, right? It's falling. The lesson is that I was in an inner dialogue between my inner trader and my inner risk manager. So the risk manager was like, Andy, you're 500% short. You're massively overexposed. You already took a big loss. You should close and reassess. Guess what? That's also what I did. But if I hadn't done that, if I had stayed short, I probably would have ended up making money, and not little. So the trader in me yesterday would have been right. But what is the best way to handle that long term, right? Being first and foremost a risk manager, or being first and foremost a risk taker. So not all are not all of us have the same appetite for risk as Tom, right? I still have to find that out. It was also the reason why I went to the cigar lounge yesterday, to contemplate a little bit over that. Yeah. So, but that's also something for you maybe to contemplate. Andre had the exact same experience yesterday. Paul said, hi Andy, thanks for the suggestion. I also chose not to take the school run, but I did take 4 trades at the bottom of the third candle range for 15 points each time as the price wobbled around near the low 60 points total. Well done, brother. All right. Hey, well done. Ali, offset for the school run 2 or 3 points, right? Because you see here, otherwise, if he would sell directly at the low, you might have gotten filled at bar 3 here, unnecessarily. So, just to avoid premature fills, there's also some spread, right? So here's a 1 point spread, so that the spread might fill your short order here. So that's also something to account for. So 2 or 3 points offset, you should be good to go. Susan, just want to make sure this is the right channel for questions. Hello, Susan. Yeah, as per Tom's policy, the chat and comments in YouTube are switched off, and also comments and reactions on the Telegram channel are switched off. So the only way to ask questions is to send me a direct message via Telegram, right? So I just put a heart reaction. Susan says, because I landed on another one and that Andy wanted to know if I was a beginner or trader. Okay, interesting. So, this is another episode of Beware of Scammers, ladies and gentlemen. Right? So, there are fake Toms out there, and there are fake Karaoke Andys out there. Yeah? So, I will never contact you first. I will never sell you anything. I don't run a channel here on Telegram. I'm here a guest. Tom made me an administrator of this channel so I can post here. And my username in Telegram is @Karaoke Andi. @Karaoke Andi. Yeah. Karaoke Andi live day trading, Karaoke official, or whatever, they're all fake. Don't fall for it. Yeah. This is the real Karaoke Andi. Yeah. That I say that with the highest form of humility, I shouldn't be that famous. But guess what? Scammers are ruthless people, very despicable people, and I don't like them. So, Patel says, morning Andy, I am down 80 pounds this morning and I'm happy. Well, I'm not sure you should be happy about a loss. Why are you happy about a loss? I don't get that. You shouldn't be happy about a loss. You should maybe indifferent about a loss. You shouldn't be happy about a loss. Maybe it's a small loss and you got out on a losing trade for almost a scratch and have a small loss. That's a reason to be happy. Yeah, the scammers, they use my photo too. It's unfortunately. Someone says he likes the arcade game Rygar or Rigar. All right. Yeah, I like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and stuff like that. Marcus, hi Mr. Andy. Will very appreciate if you answer me. Do you have any advice for me as a beginner on learning technical analysis? Yes, brother. Of course. Don't call me Mr. Andy. Andy is short for Andreas. That's my first name. So Karaoke is not my first name. So Al Brooks, and more Al Brooks. All right. Get those maybe used. That should help. DAX making new lows for the day. Adrian, hey, it's Adrian from Canada. I'm not very good at going long. Any tips besides inverting the chart? Yes, I trade with an upside down chart. Is this the real Andy? Adrian, yes, this is the real Andy, but you turn the... What? What do you mean you're not very good at going along and you turn the chart upside down? What can I say? If you are a perma bear, a short seller, and you are, yeah, well, you have to wait for a proper bear market, for proper correction. Unfortunately, we're trading stock indices here, and they go up mostly, or over a long period of time, they all go up. Yeah. So, but interestingly, there's also this statistics that if you look, I think it's Tom said that once. It's in one of the, on his presentations. If you look at the Dow Jones index, you know, it's going up over time. Yes, historically, for 100 years or so, it's just going up. And in between you have corrections, yes, but overall it's going up. But if you look at the distribution of winning and losing days, they're exactly the same, of 50, or 49, 51 or something. So basically 50-50. So that means there is money to be made on the short side, but bloody hell, you turning the chart around. I mean, you are basically depriving yourself of half of the tools that are available to us as traders, right? I mean, brother, what more can you do? I mean, let's seriously. I said that out of fun earlier, you know, when somebody asks what is trading, but you can literally only press the blue or the red button. Yeah, that's it. And maybe you can put in an order that if it gets filled, it's equivalent to buy or sell at market, right? But it's literally all you can do, and you're just using half of the arsenal that's available to you. Yeah. So maybe explore that. Why psychologically there must be some reason for that. I'm not a psychoanalyst. I can't help you with that, but don't turn your screen upside down. That is if you're so easily fooled. Now DAX is making new lows. Interesting. Edge says, hi guys, just want to say that you're my favorite channel ever. Learning a lot from you and I'm entertained every day. Thank you very much for your amazing work. You're very welcome. Also on behalf of Tom. Joel says, my wife is German. It's worth considering to move there. I moved away from Germany, never to return. I believe it's not worth your while. Yeah, the taxes are just horrible. Yeah, it's literally the worst decision you can make is to move to Germany, if your income comes from trading. Yeah. Or any income basically. Yeah. So visit Germany, it's nice. But don't become a tax resident. It's just my personal opinion. Yeah? No tax advice, obviously. Manu from Spain. Hello, Andy. I hope this is the real you. Yes, it is. Don't we need to check for the bigger time frames, like the daily and 4 hour in order to trade with the trend? Or maybe look for a break on the lower time frames? Thank you for everything, and Tom, and what you and Tom do, much appreciated. Yeah, I usually check the higher time frames, but I think for the context of what we do here, I mean, look, we're still, this was the previous day high up here. This is the overnight low. This is the overnight high. We're trading now right at the middle of that. So, you know, what good is it to look at a higher time frame in that kind of situation? Yeah. There's the daily chart, please. We're in a downtrend on the daily chart. Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, if you think that even if this goes further down here, yeah, and even if this is becoming a bear trend and will not end up as choppy as I suspected it to be, you have to be mindful. The DAX closes at 530, yeah, here. But here is this bloody CPI release, right? So, and if that is positive, that will be reflected in the DAX. Or it can, you know, or you can get a fucking jackpot. You're getting a bear trend, and then the CPI is negative, and we're trading many 100 points lower. Yeah, but look, regular screw run short would have been the right call. I held off. That was a good idea for the first half an hour. and now we get a close below yesterday's close. Anyway, didn't take a trade. I'm not mad at myself. So, gave my reasons, and I will not run after the market, especially not ahead of a release. Stephen Tan says, come to Singapore, tax for trading is a big fat zero. Oh, that is lovely. That is lovely. But you know, I like to trade the DAX, and then I have a time zone issue. So Czech Republic is also not bad. Really isn't bad. Renas asks, hi Andy, how to overcome the 4 types of fear in trading? I think I made I on the interesting question. I think one day I talked about this here, the trading psychology and the reptile brain. Go if you can find that video. Should be recorded on YouTube, so you have there. The slide is from my wife, actually. Freeze, fight, flight, social engagement. And I took the liberty on mapping that to trading behavior. Yeah, you can also watch this recording and look at the slides. I will click through them now. Yeah. Okay. So that's all I can. Probably, otherwise I can talk for many hours just on that topic. Hello Andy, I hope this is the real you. Don't we need to check for the bill? Okay, thank you Andy, I finally got the right channel. Could you show me Tom's on Telegram? I believe in you, Manu. You will find the right Tom on Telegram. I believe in you. I believe, Manu, that you can do that. Why are you asking stuff that you can do yourself? Okay, let me give you a hint. So, right. So this is Trader Tom Live Day Trading. So you want to know what is the right official real Tom Hougaard Telegram handle. Yeah, so you click on Tom's little picture here. Click on that. Yeah, you can see it's at Tom Hougaard. It's a capital T, the capital H, no space, at Tom Hougaard. Yeah, so but I believe, you know, that's something you can do yourself, right? I will try. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, there unfortunately there are many fake Karaoke Andi channels. Guess what? A gentleman or lady called Guess What asks, have you or Tom ever considered building or using a trading bot for Schoolrun or Espresso? If so, the entry criteria are clear. Could you shed some light on booking profits? What strategy should we use? No, brother or sister. With Tom's strategies, there is no exit defined. There is no exit defined. Yeah. Those are mere entry techniques, and you have to then manage the trade discretionary, right? And that's what we're teaching here. If you find something that works mechanically every day, go ahead, build yourself a bot. You have seen me taken the espresso with fixed take profit stop loss 40-20, but that's me, you know, that's what I'm experimenting with. That's not an official parameter of the espresso technique. And I can't tell you if that, because I'm just forward testing that, believe it or not, and I play around with it, and sometimes I close too early, you know. So it's not reliable, you know. Don't rely on that. Do your own research. If you find something that works, build a bot. Get a large language model. Ask to make an MT4 expert advisor or something like that. Go ahead and do that. We don't do that here. Okay, so fishing technique, I believe I explained. Okay. Censura from Poland. Andy, have we really had a trend movement from the daily rate for the last 2 days? Not entirely sure what you mean, but I mean, I just looked at the daily chart, so believe it should be clear. Thank you, Andy. What you and Tom are doing is amazing. Please continue doing it regardless of your P&L result. Please tell me how you handle losses when you have a profitable position. Add to it, and the end today is red. Besides chart revision, do you do any mental exercises or relaxation? I personally, I screenshot my trades, put them in a big PowerPoint presentation. I write a lot of text into text boxes. I watched my mental state very closely, and before the trading day starts, I take just randomly a couple of good trades and bad trades and try to relive in my head the emotions there, so that I'm kind of prepared. So when you know, when I already was thinking about how it is to have FOMO, right, fear of missing out, and then also in my head flipping the switch and thinking of, okay, I'm doing what's right, I'm not engaging, or I'm taking the opposite side of the market if a trade goes wrong or something like that. So then I feel like I'm prepared for these emotions during the session. Yeah. But that's very individual. What works for me doesn't need to necessarily work for you. I would like to point you to Dr. Steve Ward. It's a book that's called 30 Exercises or something like that, where he points out a lot of things that you can try out. You have to find what's working for you. Please, can you demonstrate your PowerPoint method? How do you screenshot those? Is there a way to get a screenshot easily in your software? Or do you video record each session? Joel, please. You can. I think. Do I need to, as a trader and educator, do I need to show you how to take screenshots of a chart? Is that something I should be spending time with? Okay, so right, for the sake of doing that. So you really want me to show you how to make a screenshot? So good. So switch here the transaction history. So maybe on a 1 minute chart we can see it a little better. What we did there. So I press on my particular PC, I press print. Then I have a tool here called ShareX. It's a, believe it's an open source screenshot tool. So now that screenshot is in a screenshot editor. Would like to show you here. Yeah. Can copy it to the clipboard. Then I open PowerPoint just for the sake of I will just use this here from Tom. So now press Insert, Control V. Yeah. Then I might use something like this. But I will just type. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. So, and now you're asking, I cannot spend time make a screenshot in the moment. Just wonder how I use MT4. Brother, what stops you from just screenshotting your trade history in MT4? Yeah. Take a screenshot of the chart and then mark up the chart, your entries and exit. Huh? How about that? You know, you can put here, you know, a little line. So here is your entry. Then you draw another line. Here's my exit. You know, make little arrows there. Make a screenshot below here of your trade history. I mean, that is basic stuff, right? That should be basic stuff. But if that helps you, you're very welcome. Yeah. Don't be lazy. Yeah. Don't be lazy. Don't blame it on a tool. Don't blame it. Oh, I have MT4. I can. Yeah. Then mark it up yourself. Yeah. Don't be lazy. Yeah. So, Rory from the United Kingdom. Good morning, Andy. What do you think about having a daily percentage profit target? Thank you, and it's great listening to you. Hope to visit Prague one day. Yeah, you should definitely come. So lot of people from the UK seem to be coming over here, enjoying the beer. It's fairly cheap, a pint here. I don't drink anymore. Just smoke cigars. I stopped drinking alcohol. Anyway, having a daily percent profit target, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You might just limit yourself because what if the market gives you more? If you're in a large move, would you just close it because you reached your profit target? And what if you're a breakout trader and it's choppy? Will you force it, or you know, sometimes you don't reach that target? So it's good in life to use targets, and I believe also some professional trading desks might use targets. I don't do that. I find that limiting, either limiting or putting too much pressure, depending on the market situation, because the market is not behaving the same every day. Yeah? And bloody hell, the DAX is trending lower. Yeah, well. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Excuse me for a second. 1 minute, please. So sorry, just had to take a bathroom break. So Rory wonders whether we get a percentage and then take some profit and leave a runner with trailing stop loss. Yeah, like in the DAX now. We don't know how low it will go. Nothing wrong with that. Really is nothing wrong with that. It's totally legitimate. At the end of the day, we need to be profitable, right? So Patel says, that was the gentleman who is down 80% and happy. So he further explains now. It was my first day yesterday actually doing trading, and it went in my favor, making £150 profit. What lesson for me how market really works. Thanks you guys for making it happen. I've waited so long for the right guidance. Much love to your channel. It wouldn't have been possible. All right, thank you very much. I used MT5 for paper trading, but MT4 is very difficult to use for proper trading. My broker recommended me only MT4. No, most brokers, they don't have their own trading platform. That's why they use that old abomination that's called MetaTrader, right? There are some... I mean, it's been around since forever, and for MT4 and MT5 alike, there are some trade management tools, extensions. They might cost a few bucks, maybe some are for free. I can't recommend you anything, but you can have that, and you get a proper chart overlay, and then you can manage the trades better, take half profits or whatever, add stuff like that. It's a little bit easier, right? Put stop loss to break even, close all. Yeah, so get some trade management tool for MetaTrader and it should be easier. All right, you're welcome. Felix asks, what's your opinion moving to Cyprus? I think it's also zero taxes for traders. Yeah, it's just, for me, it's a little bit too far away from everything. And right now it's close to a conflict zone, but you can also argue so is the Czech Republic. So, I also have family now, you know. I will not likely move out of Prague anytime soon. I'm 49 years old. You know, I have obligations. I'm a family father. It's a little bit different, you know, if you're in your 20s and just a room with a mattress and a screen is enough. Yeah. I envy you guys. Go where the sun shines. So, GMD from New Zealand. Hi Andy, would you rather position for CPI move prior or trade reversal afterwards? Why do you expect a reversal after CPI? I used to try to trade CPI directly. The longer I trade, the more I think that this huge candle there is nonsense. It's just bullshit. In there is almost no volume traded. That means you get a lot of slippage, maybe not in your favor, negative slippage and the like. So I use now the rule of 4 of Tom Hougaard, which involves just waiting 5 bars and then trading a breakout. So at that point, the initial crazy volatility has died out, and maybe the underlying trend or direction is visible, and then you have a chance to hop on. Yeah. So that's how I trade it. Hold off during the craziness. Adriano, what games do you have on these arcade machines? As I said, that one is Mortal Kombat 2, and the other one is Street Fighter 2. That's you can buy these machines online. They're not vintage. They're retro. And this one I built myself. There's just some freeware stuff, some Pac-Man clones or something like that. Sorry if you mentioned it anytime, but are you planning anything for SpaceX launch? I trade stock indices, not even individual stocks, so I don't care about that. I really don't. But certainly that if something like that happens, and we have also big news coming out, and obviously that is. It's not a normal week, let's put it like that, right? But I will trade what's right in front of me. I don't prepare anything special. Whew, okay, probably last question. And the others, sorry, maybe if I have time to later text you. So TH is asking, hi Andy, I asked Tom this before, but what's your opinion on this? I wonder if you might share your thoughts on the upcoming SpaceX IPO. Ah, okay. No, that's similar. And then I take another question. This is funny. Chupacabra says, set at 9:35. According to my quant, we will have a trending long day. Lots of people expect negative today. After yesterday and CPI, we could surprise. And at 10:43 looks my quant is wrong for now. Yeah, because clearly it's short and I was not short. Anyway, guys, been streaming for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think I will wrap it up here. So thank you very much for being here. Was a pleasure and honor being here with you, trading with you, answering your questions. Take care. Karaoke Andy out.